y'all. Hey, welcome back to my channel. Listen, no lie, I just recorded this whole video and tried to play it back, and I was going to edit it to find out the whole video was in slow motion. So here we go again. Listen, so this is the first time I'm using this new camera, so I'm going to do a review in about a month, but I'm going to let y'all know, like, I'm literally learning all the settings. So I hope it's, I don't know, we'll see what this looks like. But this is my first time. So this video is going to be tips for new notaries, how to be successful. Things that I wish I kind of knew when I started. Like if somebody could give me some advice, that's what this video is going to be about. So let's get into it. Okay, so listen, just to let you know, I'm not trying to look away and not make eye contact with you. Right here on my phone, I have like some notes so that I can remember exactly what it is that I want to talk about. So if you see me look down, I'm looking at my phone. Okay? So one of the first tips I want to give you is to make you a professional email. So, hot thick girl number 25 at yahoo.com. Girl, not that one. Can't use that one. You need to do something professional like Miller Notary at gmail.com or something like that. Something with your business name. So when a person hears it, but don't do nothing too long because people don't want to be typing all day long trying to put in your email address. Do something simple, something professional, and something that you can remember. Don't do a whole bunch of underscores, / and all that. Like, don't get crazy with it. Do something simple and memorable. So that's my first tip I got for you. Okay, another tip I have for you is to try to perfect your craft. When I say that, I mean go to YouTube University and learn your documents. Familiarize yourself with the documents. So when you show up, that's not the first time you ever seen that document and you're trying to like, let's see. Well, I think you put this here and I put that there. No, you got to look like you know what you're doing. So I would just say go and Google, not even Google, because Google not going to tell you how to do it. But you know what will tell you how to do it? If you go and watch another video on my playlist. I have a playlist of nothing else but general notary documents. And it goes just not from order of importance, but just document to document and give you examples. And I tell you how to fill them in. So when I first started, I didn't have that. So I would just take appointments and not even know how to do them and figure it out. So that's why I'm telling you, don't do that. Put your eyes on it ahead of time. So even if you finna do a document and it's not on my page, then first send me a little message and I'll get it on there. But other than that, Google like a blank document like that. So at least you can look at it and kind of figure out what goes where before you get to the appointment. So that's one of my tips. Okay, another tip I have for you is to keep you a folder or binder with blank documents in it. I promise you, you will be glad you did. So say you at a signing or at a notary appointment and you're doing like a BIN verification or whatever, and they mess up and they write something wrong and then they turn around and scribble it. You can't use that. So you try to let them know, just draw 1 or 2 lines through an initial, but they go ahead and scribble it. You need another document. And you know what you can do? If you're smart, you already got your documents, you listen to me, and you just go in your trunk or your folder in your back seat or whatever, and you get it and you say, oh, don't worry about it. I keep plenty of those. Now that shows that you are prepared and you thought ahead of time. So that's another trick, or not trick, but another tip I have for you. Keep you some spare documents. Okay, so just to let you know, I got all my little tips right here on my phone, so that's what I'm looking at. But another tip I have for you is to get you some Mace. You never know when you're going to need it, so just have it. Hopefully you never need it. But I'm telling you, I'd rather you have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So for myself, I have me some mace. I went to Walmart. I went by the camping stuff, I think it is. Got me a little cute little pink mace, and it's right in my bag. So if anything ever happened and somebody pet dog JoJo run out the room and think he gonna take my head off, baby, I'm gonna slow him down real quick. Just like that. Sorry about JoJo, but he ain't gonna bite me either. So that's one of my tips. Get you some mace. And I'm gonna say honestly, even if you have a taser, that's even better. But to use a taser, a person has to get up on you. Mace, you can kind of get you a little distance and mace them and run. But worst case scenario, I would just get mace and taser. You just never know when you're gonna need something, especially if somebody call you to come do a signing or something like that, and it's far out of the way. It's way in some, not in the woods, but I've been to some locations where it's kind of rural. Like you got to go down a long pathway. It's deers and all. You just like, wait a minute. People live back up in here. And honestly, if you get that feeling like something might not be right, don't go. Have them meet you. Tell them, hey, I'm at the beginning of your driveway. I need you to come up here. I'm not going to be able to drive back there. So whatever makes you feel comfortable. But my tip is to get you some mace. And if you want, a taser. Alrighty. So my next tip is to go on Amazon and get you a jurat or a acknowledgement stamp. It will come in handy. I'm telling you, I think I spent like maybe $20 on it. And literally I made so much money with it. It makes, not just that, but it makes everything so much easier. You don't have to worry about printing out acknowledgement papers. You don't have to worry about printing out jurats and attaching them and all of that. You literally can just put that stamp on there, fill out that stamp, the little information it asks for, and put your notary stamp on there, and your document is certified. So it definitely is worth the investment. So that's a tip I got for new notaries. Get you a stamp off Amazon. Okay, so I'm looking at my tips. Another one I got for you is to go to local networking events. So I'm sure mostly everybody have like a Facebook page. If you go to the little communities part, you can see they have actual notary groups. And within those groups, not just networking, but people put questions in there. So like if you have a question or whatever, you can put questions in there. But ultimately, I use it for like the notary networking things. So sometimes they have things where a bunch of notaries meet up. They talk about marketing. They talk about the area, different techniques they use. Like, you never know. And it's always good to know at least 2 or 3 notaries. So just in case maybe you have an appointment and life happens and you can't make it. What if you know 2 or 3 people in that area that are notaries, and you can say, hey, something came up. Do you think you can go ahead, if you have room in your schedule, can you go and do that power of attorney? Can you do that will? That is a lot better than calling a person and saying, hey, something came up. I can't help you, so you need to keep looking. No, it sounds more professional if you say, hey, something came up, but I want you to know that I already found you another notary, and if that's okay with you, I'll have them to come on their way right now. Boom. That is ultimately extremely professional. You have to do things like that to show people. Because you know what? You think it might be that one appointment, but it's been so many appointments I had that were repeat customers. And not just that, they go tell their auntie, their cousin, them about it. Next thing you know, you done met somebody that owns 20 different apartment complexes, and they need all of these leases notarized. I'm telling you. So your best bet is to make the best impression you can make.